We've had a lot of highs and lows, but we're doing well. We have a really good circle of friends and support that have really been here for us and lifting us up during this time. So we've been well. He talked the whole time. It was very beautiful and emotional.
When it comes to love stories, few people look as dazzling as NeNe Leakes and her boyfriend. From their red carpet appearances to their social media banter, they seem to have it all. Fans couldn't get enough of their chemistry, describing them as relationship goals and a fresh chapter in NeNe's life after such personal losses. NeNe, who won hearts with her larger-than-life personality, gave the world a peek into a softer side through this relationship. Whether they were jetting off on luxurious vacations or sharing inside jokes online, they painted a picture of joy and stability that fans genuinely rooted for. It was the kind of romance that made people believe in second chances, especially after NeNe's heartbreaking journey of loss and healing. But as every fan knows, not everything that glitters is gold, and soon cracks in the facade began to surface. At first, they were small enough to dismiss, but for fans who had been closely following NeNe Leakes and her boyfriend's love story, it became impossible to ignore. Take their recent public appearances, for example. What used to be moments of effortless chemistry started to feel off. At a high-profile event, they were photographed looking distant NeNe with her signature charm, but her boyfriend noticeably less engaged. Fans on social media quickly picked up on the awkward body language, with some pointing out how he barely smiled or interacted with NeNe compared to earlier days. Then came the cryptic social media posts. While NeNe is known for her outspoken nature, she started sharing posts about loyalty, trust, and self-love. One post read, "Sometimes you have to choose peace over everything." Another said, "Don't let anyone take your joy. It's not theirs to take." Her boyfriend wasn't far behind, sharing equally vague messages about the importance of honesty and letting go of negativity. Fans were quick to connect the dots, suggesting these posts were subtle digs at each other. And then there was a noticeable shift in their behavior. Fans started pointing out how they weren't posting photos or tagging each other as much as they used to. Their once bubbly and affectionate comments on each other's Instagram posts, practically non-existent. It was as if the couple was slowly erasing their public love story, and the internet was watching every move. The whispers turned into full-blown theories when NeNe's boyfriend dropped a series of cryptic comments in interviews. During a recent sit-down, he spoke about the challenges of relationships, dropping phrases like "keeping secrets destroys trust" and "you can't build a future on half-truths." While he never directly mentioned NeNe, the timing was enough to spark a wave of speculation. In another interview, he doubled down, saying, "Transparency is the foundation of any strong relationship. Without it, things fall apart quickly." Fans and media outlets were quick to interpret his statements as a jab at NeNe, suggesting there might be some issues under the surface of their relationship. Some even speculated that he was calling out NeNe for hiding something, though exactly what that might be remained a mystery. The media frenzy only intensified when NeNe remained quiet about the remarks. She didn't deny or confirm anything, and that silence spoke volumes to fans. Many people felt the lack of response only fueled the fire, leaving everyone wondering what was really going on behind closed doors. Fans took to Twitter, Reddit, and blogs to share their theories. Was it a simple misunderstanding, or was there a serious fallout brewing? Some users believed the relationship had been struggling for months, citing the couple's earlier social media posts as warning signs. Others thought it might be a calculated move by NeNe's boyfriend to gain attention for his own ventures. But whatever the reason, it was clear that the dynamic between them had shifted, and not in a good way. And then, the moment no one saw coming, a confrontation that would change everything. It wasn't just a heated argument, it was the culmination of all the tension that had been simmering under the surface.
I'm a puppet master on these jobs, though. You've been seeing
What jobs? The ones that got canceled?
The checks didn't get canceled, though. You wish you had what I had in the bank, darling. You wish you had what I have in the bank.
Maybe 17 years I've been working. I pay my own bills. I don't have to get on the pole.
You know you filed bankruptcy, girl.
Never been arrested.
I was arrested in my 20s when I was in college. But
You went to college?
Oh, I'm very college educated. You didn't know, bitch? You didn't know?
I
You
can't
need to pull
tell.
my record.
Spell bridesmaids. The S is not silent, honey.
Let's go back to talk about being a stripper. I was a stripper, and I liked it.
What club was that at? When you were my age, you had edges.
According to sources close to the couple, it all started during a private dinner. What was supposed to be an intimate evening quickly turned into an emotional showdown. NeNe's boyfriend, clearly fed up with the unspoken tension, demanded the truth. He said, "I need to know what's really going on, NeNe. No more half answers." The intensity in his voice left no room for escape. NeNe, who has always been known for her sharp wit and unshakable confidence, found herself visibly shaken. Witnesses claimed that accusations flew on both sides. Her boyfriend accused her of keeping secrets, of hiding parts of her life that he felt he had a right to know. NeNe, in turn, tried to defend herself but struggled to maintain her composure. Her voice cracked under the weight of the moment, a rare sight for fans who have always seen her as unbreakable. The argument didn't end there. As emotions ran high, it became clear that this wasn't just about their relationship. It was about deeper issues: trust, vulnerability, and the fears that NeNe had worked so hard to bury. What came next left everyone stunned, truths that NeNe had fought hard to keep buried. In the heat of the moment, NeNe began to open up. First came the admission of financial struggles. While NeNe had always projected an image of luxury and success, the reality was far more complicated. She revealed mounting debts that had been quietly piling up, debts she had been too proud to discuss, even with her closest friends. These financial pressures, she confessed, had been weighing heavily on her and impelling on her ability to fully invest in her relationship. Then, there was the resurfacing of an unresolved past relationship. NeNe admitted that an old flame had recently reappeared, bringing with them a wave of emotions and complications she hadn't anticipated. While she maintained that nothing inappropriate had happened, the mere presence of this person had stirred up old wounds and doubts, issues she hadn't shared with her boyfriend out of fear it would drive a wedge between them. Finally, NeNe spoke about a long-estranged family member who had come back into her life unexpectedly. This person, carrying years of unresolved issues and emotional baggage, had thrown NeNe into a whirlwind of conflicting emotions. She admitted that she had been struggling to reconcile her past with her present, and the stress had been bleeding into every part of her life, including her relationship. NeNe's voice trembled as she explained why she had kept these truths hidden. "I didn't want to be judged," she said. "I didn't want you to see me as weak." Her fears were rooted in a lifetime of feeling the need to project strength, both for her public persona and for herself. But the truth, as they say, has a way of changing everything, and not always for the better. Her boyfriend, visibly shaken by the revelations, decided to step away to process everything. The man who had once seemed like her rock now needed time to find his own footing. Left alone, NeNe was forced to confront the reality of her choices. The image she had worked so hard to maintain was now shattered, leaving her to grapple with the cost of her secrecy. As she reflected on the confrontation, it became clear that her fears of vulnerability had only created more distance between her and the people she cared about most.
Have you dated anyone famous?
I have.
An athlete or an actor? Oh, you're not gonna share. Wait, how famous? 1 to 10. Like
10.
What the fuck? 10. What's Shaq? Let's get a baseline going. What's 10? Who's a 10? Shaq is a 10 or Shaq is a 9? Will Smith is a 10?
Will Smith is a 10.
Wait,
Shaq
you
is
dated
a 10 too. But of
You
course
dated a
never-
famous 10.
I dated somebody pretty famous.
Okay. How many people? Just one?
Realizing the damage she'd done, NeNe knew she had to make things right, but would it be too late? The fallout from her shocking revelations had left her boyfriend reeling, and their once rock-solid bond now felt fragile. But NeNe wasn't ready to give up. Her first step was a heartfelt apology. Sources close to NeNe revealed that she didn't just say sorry, but took full responsibility for the walls she had built. She admitted how her fears and insecurities had driven her actions, acknowledging the pain she had caused. In a private conversation with her boyfriend, she reportedly said, "I wasn't fair to you and I wasn't fair to us. I let my past dictate how I treated you, and for that, I'm truly sorry." NeNe didn't stop there. She began taking proactive steps to rebuild trust. One of her biggest gestures was transparency. She opened up about her finances, sharing every detail of her struggles and plans to address them. By letting her boyfriend into this vulnerable part of her life, NeNe hoped to show that she was committed to a future of honesty. She also confronted the unresolved relationships that had caused so much turmoil. NeNe reportedly met with the family member who had resurfaced, setting boundaries and working to find closure. She even reached out to the old flame, making it clear that her heart and focus were solely on her current relationship. Meanwhile, her boyfriend found himself torn. On one hand, he still loved NeNe deeply. The connection they shared, the laughter, and the dreams they had built together were hard to walk away from. But on the other hand, he couldn't shake the feelings of betrayal. Her secrets had shaken the foundation of their relationship, leaving him questioning whether they could ever truly move past it. Friends of the couple noted his mixed emotions. He wants to forgive her, but trust doesn't come back overnight, one insider shared. He's struggling with the idea of moving forward while still feeling hurt. Their relationship had entered uncharted territory, with both NeNe and her boyfriend navigating the complexities of healing and rebuilding.
How do you feel about that people said you were dating a man who was married?
I was dating a man who was legally married, going through a divorce.
As the dust begins to settle, one question remains: can their love survive the weight of these revelations? For NeNe, the journey has been a wake-up call. She's learned hard lessons about trust and vulnerability, lessons that have forced her to reevaluate not only her relationship but also herself. In recent weeks, NeNe has been more candid than ever, even sharing snippets of her journey with fans. In one post, she wrote, "Sometimes you have to lose a little to gain a lot. Growth isn't always pretty, but it's necessary." It's clear she's committed to change, but the future of her relationship remains uncertain. Will her boyfriend find it in his heart to forgive her, or is the damage too great to overcome? For now, fans can only speculate, holding onto hope that love might conquer all. What do you guys think? Should NeNe's boyfriend forgive her, or is trust too hard to rebuild once broken? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more breaking updates.